Hey everyone, welcome to your weekly reading. This is Lauren with the Clarity Cure. Welcome back, everybody. So nice to see you. If you are new to my channel this week and just happen to stumble upon my video, I do have a lot of people sending me that kind of feedback and love what they hear, and then they become subscribers. Would love for you to become a part of my community as well here on YouTube. I focus on my subscribers first and foremost. You guys are amazing, and that's how I give back. I always send an intentional prayer to bring through messages for you, my subscribers. So just FYI, come on board. Would love to have you. I am rolling out more and more content, free content for you guys. Check out my pick a card readings. I'll put that information or that video here in the eye in the sky if you want to check that out. I picked some extra oracle cards this week. I just felt really compelled. I was going through some big box of cards that I have, and it's like, let's switch it up. So we'll get into these here in a minute. I feel this communication. These are actually new. I just want to share this one with you real quick. Communication. This is the Sacred Geometry deck by Lon. I believe is her name, Lon. I'll put all these cards, by the way, in the description box below for any of you that want to check these out on your own. There are links to Amazon, so if you feel like purchasing them, it's a handy way just to kind of, move forward and getting the cards that you want. Anyway, communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balance exchange. So communication's key this week. I'm not sure what Mercury is doing. I know there's a lot of activity, astrologically speaking, in the sky. We are getting prepared for another eclipse coming here pretty soon. I know Venus is making a lot of aspects. I think Venus trines Mars, so there's a lot of this love energy and having some conscious awareness of how we project ourselves into the world, maybe having to take a step back and make sure that we lead in integrity and keep the doors of communication open with God. Sometimes we just forget, it's free will. You have to reach out in prayer sometimes. Let me read you integrity first. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. And I'm noticing there's a glare, and I apologize. It's gorgeous here today where I am, so I have the windows open. Spend the day with God. I'm going to read you this message on the back. Today is a day for you to spend with God, a day of prayer, a day of silence. Imagine that your entire world is a sacred chapel. Every inch of your life is filled with grace and the presence of the divine. Your goal, to visualize yourself in the company of heaven every minute of the day. Yeah, it's a very nice, gentle reminder to make sure that we are connected to Source, living within our integrity, and it's a new year. So if you're doing any goal setting or reevaluating of your life, take the time out to really think about what you want. What are your intentions? Where are you going for the year? Communication, aligning, balancing. I feel the energy from this sacred geometry, by the way. My heart center is getting very, very warm. It's quite beautiful. You may want to take just a quick look of the actual image itself. And I'm sending you this beautiful communication energy right now, so embrace it. Okay, I think I'm going to have to, and I'm sorry, guys, just tilt my blinds here a moment. Okay, I think that's a little better. Let's take a look. Ah, yes. Okay, very good. All right, let's see what the tarot's bringing in for the week. And what messages? Okay, the Hermit card, your overall energy. This is very Virgoian energy. It's about self-empowerment, right? Integrity, staying within integrity, communicating with yourself, seeking enlightenment inside. Maybe some of you have a very tough decision to make this week. And you're going to only be able to kind of come to that conclusion by going within, withdrawing from the outside world with no distractions to seek the clarity that you need from inside yourself. There's also a sense here of growth and opportunity, right? To create the changes that we want through personal self-development. This is a very powerful card to invite us, right, to find our purpose in life and find our own inner wisdom. You know, that the depiction of the card is this female. Is it a female? A female in this particular image, yes. Groping through the night, trying to find her way, but is quite promising. Even though it might seem dark and a little eerie, she has the light, you see, that may be minuscule, but it is pointing her in the right direction. And she knows with the owl on her shoulder that she is doing what she needs to do, that she has the inner wisdom to make the right choices in her life. Okay, or at least to find her way through, all right? Take a look at your stress levels. You get the Nine of Swords. This is a call to faith, you know, spending the day with God, whatever works for you, whether that's prayer, meditation, you know, religious prayer, spiritual prayer, speaking to a mentor, getting some guidance, just getting on your knees and thanking God for your life is what needs to be done here, because the 9 is a completion, but it's all in your head. You know, it's a call to faith, about taking action, not to hesitate. Okay, maybe stepping back, walking through this journey here that you're on. This also reminds me of like this journey, and you may not really quite know where you are going to end up here. But I assure you, have nothing to worry about. This, you know, just get the chatter, you know, out. Release it. This is about negative thinking, and it kind of binds you. You know, it makes you freeze, right? You can't move because it's regret and despair. You have the abilities. So if you're projecting too far into the future, get in the now. Get focused about what you want today and make a plan. Because that creates anxiety, and living in the past creates depression. So enjoy the journey. Take your time. And release whatever negative mental monkey mind you have going on, because you're making it worse, right? So this is what you need to take a look at. That's the position of this card for the week. I think is pretty poignant as far as, yeah, maybe what you all might be struggling with this week. Somebody definitely needs to hear this, that's for sure. The Judgment card. Don't worry so much about making any kind of renewal or making any fast or quick decisions this week per se, unless of course it's something urgent, you know, and then you could always reach out for like a quick little reading if you needed to find out something. But this is telling me that you're going through a renewal process. This is a rebirthing, so to speak. So you've heeded the call, right? And you're seeing the truth in the situation, and you're doing what it takes to reinvent yourself. You are moving into a new phase in your life. It's the Truth card. There's a lot of truths this whole year with this Capricorn energy that are be coming to light, where we really stand in our lives. What is false and what needs to come down that's been blocking us. It's almost like epiphanies. A lot of us are going to be having these moments where, you know, the puzzle pieces kind of come together. You do have the Page of Swords here too. And how we communicate is really critical. You got the Queen of Swords here. You know, watch your communication. Yes, it's great to cut out what doesn't serve you anymore, but do it in a loving way, because she could be a little harsh. She likes to tell it like it is. She's devoid of emotion. And there's nothing wrong with being independent and upfront and honest, but sometimes words hurt. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to come from a loving place. Sometimes when we shift from people, places, and things that no longer serve us, sometimes we feel a little overreactive because we have to close this door, and it doesn't have to be so harsh. Okay. Hold on tight. Hold on tight to this wait period. There's a lot of holding back here, you know? Maybe you've been making a sacrifice. Like some of you are just like, shit, I'm letting go, but it's like, you know, I still feel stuck. So this is about surrender. Ask God for help here, okay? This is what's going to see your way through. Connecting with your own divine inner wisdom. This is about breaking free of old patterns. Letting go what restricts you. Waiting to see how things play out. Waiting for your clarity. So this week might be, you know, for some of you, definitely frustrating. It's a catch-22 because the Hanged Man is voluntary. It's like we know we're in this limbo state of okay, because we can't control to force things to come into play, but some of you may be dealing with a delayed decision. And you're in this state like trying to, you know, find your way through to the next step. Sometimes a delay can be in your best interest. So if you're frustrated, you know, be careful of your communication once again. You have four major arcana and an Ace of Coins. So this is really quite promising. There are new beginnings coming for you. I feel many of you are going to be walking through this door of opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles, with tangible new assets. Maybe some of you will be moving, or I feel some of you are definitely getting promotion or a raise. New jobs are definitely coming in. Some of you could even be receiving an inheritance I'm picking up on. But this is quite promising because what's of value to you is finally coming in. It's going to come in, okay, by the end of the week. So be patient. You know, these sleepless nights may, you know, give you a hard time this week, but I think this is quite promising. Dig deeper, too. There's an essence here where, you know, there's like a life lesson in this situation, especially with spending the day with God. Sometimes we're just like, why do things always seem so difficult for me? You know, and sometimes you got to really wonder, right? Like, what lesson am I going through now? And I know it can be really frustrating. I have a lot of clients that sometimes get frustrated with that type of energy, but it's to make us grow, make us stronger. And then you got to wonder, like, if I'm still have the same lessons, like, what am I doing? What am I not doing in my life to change and shift, really to break the old patterns, right? And grow. It's a real wake-up call here this week for you guys. This is truth. Really coming up, stepping up to the stage here. Really looking at your situation. Some of you definitely are going to be being enlightened about a particular situation in your life, whether that's love, romance. There's something that's going to happen with all these major arcana here that I feel are going to give you finally the push to walk through these crossroads where you're at, if that makes sense. There's a cycle of completion coming in. Know and appreciate that a solid new beginning is coming in for you. And it's going to be tangible too, because it's the Ace of Pentacles. You know, it's about material matters, work, business, property, money, possessions, tangible assets, manifesting prosperity. So the beginning of the week is what I'm hearing is like, might be a little rough. Okay. Where you're just like in this state, like, shit, I need to move forward in my life. I need to move forward in this relationship. I need to know where I stand in this job. I need the direction of which road I'm going to go down here. I think a lot of us are going to be going through that this year. We're really preparing to move into this whole new decade in 2020, and there's lots of changes coming. Capricorn is definitely shaking up our very core and foundation, asking us what's important in our lives. Really critical that we all kind of take a look at what makes us feel grounded, what makes us feel secure in our life, and letting go what doesn't serve, and getting really serious about it, like taking it serious, really taking some time to reflect inside. Also, when I see the Judgment card, I always think of like our angels and spirit guides. Spirit guides are here to help us. They've been trying to communicate with us. So dream journal, or just journal in general. Write down your feelings. Write down thoughts that may come when you maybe are in a meditative state, or pray for answers or help or guidance. Do this ritual. Actually spend the day with God and see how that could actually really transform your week by taking the time to be in your integrity, watching your communication, really moving through to this new beginning out of this struggle. That makes sense. Page of Swords. Pages like trigger points. And they're like the missing puzzle piece. The communication, the opportunity, the communication that you want to come in so you can now move forward in your life. It's funny though. It's saying like, what I'm hearing is like, don't pursue the communication. Don't be hasty. Don't be pessimistic. Don't be gossipy. You will find out what you need to know by the end of the week. Be patient. Okay? Because this position is stop pursuing this based on the spread. You know what I'm saying? So just trust and faith in God and stay in your own integrity. Watch your communication. Put yourself out there and give it a shot, and connecting to your divine presence or your divine being, what works for you. Everybody has a different belief system. Your God, I should say, whatever works for you, or even your energy. You know, many people that I know studied the Tao. You know, it's a principle of being in alignment with your energy. Staying centered, getting centered through the heart chakra, the center of your truth. Speak your truth. Speaking your truth, you see, she's devoid of emotion, okay? So don't be cold-hearted, I guess is what I'm saying. Some of you may be dealing with an actual air sign, Aries, Libra, or Gemini person this week as well. Could be significant for you as well. As maybe a Virgo, could be very much so. Try to kind of open up this weekly because it's for all signs. And what you really need to see is the Magician. I love the Magician. Ruled by Mercury. This is you moving into your power, your true power. You know, I love the magician. It's like pulling the rabbit out of the hat. This is you showing the world who you are, living that authentic life, living within your mission, your divinity, your divine purpose, your soul purpose, connecting to what that is, moving to the real you. And that can easily be determined. What is my life path? A true career vocation? What am I supposed to be doing in my life? Who is the love of my life? These things can be assessed. And then this is what gives you the power to be in your ring of fire, so to speak, of true empowerment. Letting go of what doesn't align with you anymore. This is taking that leap of faith. Standing in faith, standing in your power. You're on the edge. You're moving. You're so close. You're moving into your power. Doors are opening for you. This is really quite empowering. Very, very exciting. And to especially get this reading, you know, with the new year. So many of us, you know, already have given up on our New Year's resolutions or our goals. Don't. It's still very early in the year. Stay hopeful. Yeah, this is the time to really manifest and be the butterfly and transform. Come out, you know, it's time to come out of the box, so to speak. Quite a promising week. I would say if you are struggling in staying centered, resort to your faith. Resort to checking yourself. Where am I coming from? Am I leading in my own integrity? And I'm here. I'm here to help you guys. My forte is life purpose, career purpose. So reach out for a reading. Time to manifest. Be the butterfly. Don't ignore any of these changes that are coming, because it's almost like you're being challenged as well by judgment. And you're going to complete this cycle. That's what's key this week. Whatever you've all been struggling with, there's going to be some resolution this week. Some of you might be dealing with agreements, documents, putting your business in order. Or the wake-up call to do that. Staying in this suspension. Thinking about am I in integrity? Like while you're here and feeling stuck. Think about becoming more enlightened to how you put yourself in the world. Being open to new perspectives. Through self-empowerment. There's nothing wrong with reading a book, taking a class, growing our soul, understanding why we do the things that we do. What does that mean for you? Recognizing what kind of childhood you had as a potential deterrent from your purpose, because you were so conditioned to think and be like A when you're really B. So how do you discern that? How do you tear that down and really live in your integrity? It's through your blueprint. It's there in your DNA. All the answers that you need. Coming back to source, coming back to who you really are, gives you the empowerment, right, to move forward in your life. It's a lot easier to go with the flow when you understand why you're here, right? So I hope you guys like this reading. Let me know what you liked about the video. You can leave a comment below. Thank you for sharing, liking, and being a part of my community here on YouTube. I'll be back next week with another weekly. Namaste. God bless you this week. All the best to you. I hope that you have a wonderful week. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. All right.